Yeah. Some people just can't dislike someone at a certain point. No, tell me we killed him. Don't summon it. Don't summon him. I should have focused more because this is bad. We're about to die. We're gonna die. We're gonna freaking die to this one. He just summoned a Behemoth King. He could have summoned anything, and he summons a freaking big. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. It's not good. Only watching on YouTube. Tried to get into AEW, but not been able to. In terms of games, I bought 2020. And it was, but it was terrible. Yeah, I hadn't bought a WWE game for so long. Dude, the last one, I hate the story mode for the most recent. Yeah, 2K20. That was the worst that they've done for a while. I mean, that was really bad. That was real rough. Prior to it, I mean, you know, hit and miss. I've enjoyed some of the games. I enjoy some of the what do you call those, like, where they retell the story of someone's rise or whatnot, like playing through those Stone Cold ones for 2K16. I don't remember what year it was, but his story, or with the ladies and that Divas Evolution, everything. That was cool. Daniel Bryan ones. I enjoy having to replay some of those historic moments. I do like those parts. Fan of that. But for the story lately, it's just real shit. Buzz, God, I don't want to hear. Oh my God, the nicknames, to force a nickname, man. What are they thinking? What are they thinking? It was so bad. Yeah, like that took me out of it so much. Mechanics too are rough. There's somewhat a little bit too robotic. They need to find a way to make everything look a lot more fluid. Oh, a long time. Yeah. So yeah, whoever was making these games, or if they still are, because I really don't, I'm not good with, like, you know, the companies that are behind all these projects and stuff, but they might just need to switch that out. Let someone else have the licensing. What did I watched something recently on Impact. I squeeze Impact shows in once, you know, when I say I'm in the mood for wrestling, but I'm already caught up on some other stuff. I'll squeeze Impact in sometimes. Sometimes I really don't pay too much attention to WWE when I have it on. I miss some segments here and there. Some stuff just, I like the freshness, the okay, you know what actually it is? You know what it is? What makes me enjoy AEW more than anything else, and why I'll continuously, like, I don't even care what is on AEW. Neighbors are moving their trash cans. Hey, bub, knock it off. It's the commentary. AEW's commentary team. The sarcasm with Excalibur, just Taz. I fucking love Taz. I love their unprofessionalism, or however you put it, right? Always, yeah. Fortunately, who would do that? Yeah. Right. I think it speaks volumes of product, though. They don't want to sing. Just more. Where's the nickname Buzz on the fans? Of course, bad character development. Yeah, it's true. Absolutely. It's so authentic. Yes, it's so authentic, and they'll talk about stuff that is so. You just, like, I'll hear things, and what will come to mind is, you would never hear something like this on WWE. They would just be, like, told to, like, change the subject or this or that, or just like this. Some of the stuff that's just so. Sometimes it's not good. It's not good, but it's entertaining still because it's real, and it feels it's crazy. I like it. I dig it. AEW could literally, I don't know, as long as they're talking, it's all good. They do these on their dark shows, you know, all these jobber matches that sometimes, you know, they aren't that entertaining, but Excalibur and Taz, I guarantee you, will probably entertain you if you just listen. Okay. I also like, and it's not just Excalibur and Taz. I like all of them. I love hearing Mark Henry. I love to hear the friendship between Paul White and Mark Henry. Tony Schiavone, great. I love the guy. None of these people are in particularly super skilled at their jobs that I speak. Excalibur is amazing. But like, and obviously JR and whatnot, but even Tony's pretty rusty through all these, whether we say he was super skilled back then, but nonetheless, Tony's great. Love hearing him. Who else do they have on their stuff? I mentioned JR. JR is a given. Obviously, it's great to hear him. I think when the commentary in football, soccer is very professional. Then I watch like NBA and I'm hearing bang, oh, someone more just like, yeah. That's kind of funny. Hang time, baby, hang time. Let me get some. I love whenever with NBA, yeah, you got these guys that are like former players or just people that have had a career of being personalities on and off the court. And then you get, you know, and even in their old age, you know, they're still entertaining with their words, and so yeah. NBA can get real fun. Sometimes bad though. It's also again with these unprofessional. I get it. These commentary teams that are maybe borderline, like they're trying, but you know, somewhat unprofessional. Sometimes some bad stuff slips in, and things can be rough. Like there was something that pissed me off in an NBA game. I knew it was wrestling related, but I remember reading it or whatever it was. There was someone, a commentator, someone on NBA that it was at a game that Rey Mysterio was at, and the guy makes some sort of reference to Nacho Libre. And I'm a huge Jack Black fan, love Nacho Libre. I'm half Mexican myself. The way that everything was all put, it just seemed very like that's the first thing you're gonna like mock something with it. It did kind of bug me. So when it comes to some sort of like unprofessionalism, that's what's gonna happen. We'll be back. We're gonna finish some of this. These after the summon, the other two, he'll be rezzed. Everyone will be at 100%. Maybe we'll be able to finish him off. But I haven't killed a Behemoth King yet, and maybe this will be the time. Yeah, always that. He's the kind of guy saying, the wall does not lie. Spirit's out there is ready. Let's see some action. Okay, Taz, sure. What? Yeah, that's exactly, like, you never know what you're going to get with Taz. He is by far I was a big fan of Taz growing up. Loved his submission. Was all about it. Because he was short and stocky. He was short and stocky. He was still a powerhouse. He commanded respect, right? People feared him. As a young kid, yeah, I like him. I was a fan, right? Well, even as commentary, this guy's great. Have you guys seen Hook's rise? His kid, Hook's debut, and since then, and everything that's going on with Hook has been so freaking unbelievable. The way that they started it all is how I believe is they're pulling it off right now. Like, why everyone is so about this kid. Not only because he's like, you know, he's badass, he knows his stuff. I've seen a lot of badasses in the ring. I've seen a lot of people that know how to do legitimate things. I've seen this and that, whatnot. I've seen people that try to act tough. I've seen all these things that Hook is, but Hook pulls it off so well. Why? Because of the years prior to him even debuting, where he would always be coming, always tagging along as just like this punk ass who didn't look like he was a badass, who didn't, like, he was offering people chips or looking like always a snarky look on his face, or always wearing baggy clothes like he was just this punk kid, right? Never looking like he was anything, and anything he would pull was very, you know, cheap. Nothing really powerhouse of sorts, nothing too devastating to make it. Well, fuck you, man. That's fucking, what the, God, we need to avoid Behemoth Kings. We need to avoid the Behemoth Kings. Oh, now you're making fun of Tony? Oh, man. Not his room tonight. Okay? So good. That was really funny. I love Tony too. How do you not like this? Like, he's definitely one of those like lovable dweebs. Like, he's professional. I've watched like these media scrums and different things, but like, he's dweeby. He's dweeby. It just is what it is. But he's great. He's very lovable. I like the guy. yeah, I'm all about AEW. I was a fan of those guys. I was a big fan of the Bucks and Omega and stuff, like, you know, with the whole Bullet Club and all that, and even with like Ring of Honor and Bullet Club being like split with like Adam Cole and this and that. It was I really paid a lot of attention to wrestling at that time, and I enjoyed that stuff. But so I don't know, AEW is the place for me. WWE has given way too much repetition. They keep doing the same things. They don't showcase. I don't think they showcase their talent very well. There's a lot of stuff. Whatever. Name a reason. I'm sure it would fall in there for WWE. But you know, KG does bring up a good point with Impact. Impact's a good show to be watching these days. They got some great talent. They got some fun stuff going on. How often do you get? There was one that I tuned into. And it had Matt Stryker on commentary. Now that's a man right there. It was great hearing Matt Stryker on commentary. I don't know if he's a recurring or if it was just for a show or what was it, but I was a big fan of Lucha Underground, and I loved his commentary on that. I thought it was great. Yeah, that's another one. I feel so bad with like how that all went down with WWE, and like he was money. Him and Scarlett together, dude. That look, their presence, bro. It's like, what? How do you fuck that? How do you just pass on that or give up on it? Or I don't even care. How does that just not be such a strong focus? I loved it. I loved it. There would be moments where it could like send chills down your spine with their stuff coming out. It was amazing. What do you think WWE of personalities and production? Yeah, they got the production, right? They got production. It is what it is, and they do have those big names that are already legends that people will tune in because they have those good people. WWE has talent, no doubt, but they have lots of talent that they don't show as well. WWE has done well to try to balance out personalities with their signings. What I want to see more with AEW, and I know that they say they tell their stories in the ring, in which they do. Their stories, their in-ring performance and stuff. You're not experiencing the same thing as much as like you do see a little bit more of a variety, right? Obviously, you're going to see similar stuff, but I feel like I see storylines and things happen in the ring that I don't see in other promotions. Like there's that effort being made, but I do want to see a little bit more like story, you know, the way that WWE does their storytelling with like backstage segments or this and that. I watch AEW's like BTE and stuff, like their YouTube stuff, but I wouldn't mind some more stuff like that. They do storyline stuff through their like after the interviews and stuff. I don't know. I want to see a little bit more maybe, and that would help with production, you know. Second on the list. You know, it's at this time right now, if AEW keeps going, you know, right? I do feel like just because WWE keeps it's not doing great, and as long as AEW doesn't make like big bad decisions that WCW did to put themselves under, right? And I don't see AEW making those same bad decisions. Maybe, I don't know. They say history repeats itself, but I actually do kind of see maybe AEW does win overall. They don't want anyone that's like people are already a fan of. Why do you not want to bring people in that you know people will enjoy? Why are you're like, no, we got someone that we've created, that we've built. Nobody's gonna know who they are, and they might reject them, but let's go with that instead. And honestly, guys, they're every once in a while they got some good, cool talent that I think survives. Let's say survives, because you know a lot of people are pretty good for a while, and then eventually it's just like, you know, people get over them, right? I feel like I don't know. Every once in a while, they got some good talent. Nothing's coming to mind, but I'm sure that they got it, because the people that are coming to mind, obviously they had stuff. They did stuff, you know, on the independents and whatnot, or for some bigger promotions that I'm familiar with, but just names aren't coming to mind. I'm sure they got someone. I'm sure they got plenty of homegrown talent that's not bad, but the majority of it, pass, hard pass. I have to mention with a business that's supposed to be built on respect and like you know, yeah, respect. It really respecting each other, just a whole bunch of respect in the business built around it, and the way that WWE like disrespects its talent when they bring in like new stuff, like with this whole NXT 2.0, I knew anyone that was anyone for NXT, like the big stars of NXT were gonna get screwed. The ones that were still there, I just knew they were gonna get screwed, and yeah, you know, what happened. Oh yeah, that's right. KJ, sorry, I'm reading that. You're absolutely right. People that have made names for themselves have options, right? But you know, the people will still try, even the homegrown talent. They'll still try, right? And if they did good, then it could work. For instance, what about? All right, I'm not saying they're doing great in AEW, but I love them. Was 2.0? Was that where? Would you consider them homegrown talent? The Everrise. I love their stint in NXT, but they're just so I like those guys. I like what they're doing in AEW. Sometimes they got options after, right? Sometimes they got options if they're interesting enough, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, Strowman, nada. Adam Cole, yeah, everywhere. This is true. Yeah, this is true with the names. The names, that's right. Yeah. No flipping way. This is telling us to go back the way we came. No. Seriously? Looks like we're being forced to backtrack in this part. I was trying to avoid too much running around. I wanted to move on with the story, but it's like we're stuck in the Calm Lands. Or, sorry, the Grand Pulse.
Thanks.
Is the Royal Rumble this weekend? When's the Royal Rumble coming up? I know that's somewhat soon, and I feel like I should catch up a little bit before that happens. I know that they're pumping up a lot of, like, they're bringing in older talent to fill those spots. I can't imagine older talent would win. Maybe. I guess anything's possible, right? If they're gonna do a run, maybe a year, if that.
Easy.
I don't know. I haven't tuned in for the past couple weeks. Did he just move out of the way as if he was scared? Oh, maybe not. Have sweet dreams, KG. Have sweet dreams. A very bland drink. Yeah, or sour. What are different flavors? I'm one of those. Yeah. Oh man. Forget it. What is today's Tuesday? Friday we're gonna be watching. We're not gonna play any games on Friday. We're just watching shit on YouTube or whatever else is clipped. I know that some TikToks were linked. So it'd be more than just YouTube per se, right? On Friday. But I want to start 13.2. I want to finish this before Friday. I want to start 13.2 Monday. Sometime we might finish. This might get pushed. We might end up even doing this in the next week. Because I think we're on chapter 10 or 11? I don't know. I have to look. And I know we're nearing the end of the story, and well, not nearing. Vanille is the only one that doesn't have her Eidolon. So, yeah, I don't know. I imagine we're getting there, but if she still doesn't even have hers, there's probably a good segment even after the fact. I think one of my favorites, sorry, because you're still paying attention, because it just came to mind. We were talking about the commentary with Taz and just AEW and how sometimes it just kind of goes off bar. There's a tag team in AEW called Bear Country. That's all that really matters, right? They had a match, and these two, I don't know how it got to that point, but then they spend the whole match just naming different bears that they could think of. And there was effort put into it, because even later on, like, they would remember, like, Kodiak. Oh, there's Kodiak Bear. There's it was just the most ridiculous, but so super entertaining and fun. Gotta love it. It's great. They're great. They're great. The way that, because Taz is just special. He's wonderful. He's a wonderful man. But the way that Excalibur has a way of, like, instigating or somewhat kind of poking or teasing. He knows how to push the buttons while it's kind of manipulating in certain ways, this or that. But they're great friends. Like, he knows, I don't know. They're just so good at putting each other over. Taz will always agree and just whatever he thinks he's supposed to say. He has no problem saying it. Good shit. It's great. Their relentless assault. Busy. My hand's not free. Is that literally what I think it is? I got hit at my camera. Hold on. I want to say I hear the recycling people right now. There's no way I hear the recycling people right now. We haven't had recycling forever. They say nobody wants to work, so no one's coming to pick up the recycling. Nope, it's not. Okay, never mind. False alarm. making our way down Grand Pulse. Walking fast. Monsters past. Aruba, we're homebound. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo. Oh, no, I can't whoop it. Is that that's what came to mind? That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, no. Of course. Doing it like there. Is that what I think it is? That's funny.
That's how it's done.
These things don't even got ears. How can they hear we're creeping? I should have got a preemptive on that one. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Dude, Melty, you missed Dom. The elusive Dahmer made an appearance. Believe it or not. But KG hung out. We were talking about Swole Pokemon again. Talking more about just, yeah, those really buff Pokemon a little bit. Also random other stuff. But we're doing good. Her job, it's very demanding. She's getting frustrated with it. She wants to go part-time. She should go part-time. Her and James don't necessarily, they don't need the money. Don't know why she's, you know, yeah. Yeah. I was talking about if I had all the money in the world, I would just give the full sets of those Swole Pokemon to everyone. Just the full sets. You couldn't, you know, you can't reject like it's art. It's a collection of art. That's all. You can't reject it. But yeah, that and making new friends through Final Fantasy. As we've been doing through these days, Maltini, you haven't missed too much. Progress, though, made? No progress. Not much progress made in the game. I'm trying to get to the next part of the story. No. Yeah, no. It still is. It still is. We are talking about Swole Pokemon. But, like, there is a figurine. I think I might still have the link saved. Or not saved, but just here. Does it say Etsy? Yep, this is it. It's those ones. I'm pretty sure Machamp's still in there, so your comment did make sense. But now you have to say. Now you're saying all you were saying was that, yeah, of the bunch. I like the. Yeah, that one's the one. But dude, actually, if we're being like serious, I know it's amazing. It's the greatest thing in the world. Imagine. It's the most amazing thing in the world. Oh man. What else are we talking about? Oh yeah, but like we're being real. Like I love Machamp, that whole crew. Yeah, that's first gen. One of my Pokemons. I hope they're in this newest one, but maybe not. No. Yeah, no, I understand the shortening of swollen, right? But I want to hear what you say, what it stands for again, because these days kids will like change words and put meanings on stuff, add extra meanings that like adults don't know about, this or that. I wonder if there's if what you're gonna share is something technical or another. Extra meaning that kids are putting on shit. Doesn't mean poop, right? So what was a sports athletic brand in the 90s I remember owning? Stood for sportswear of leaders. Interesting. You know what? To me, that sounds like someone to get swole or get in shape, right? Would be someone that would be worthy of that clothing. I think sportswear of leaders would be wearing something like that. So, is there a double meaning there, or is there just a coincidence? Rakshasa. I remember Rakshasa. Where have I encountered Rakshasa? I want to say Rakshasa. I've seen a episode of Supernatural involving Rakshasa. That name sounds familiar. You gotta try it. I mean, you lie. Just pretend like you Googled it if you don't want to. And just be like, you're right. Yeah. If there's actually not a double. You know, the real meaning of swole is nope, can't think of anything. Alright. Take on the mission of a... we're gonna take it, but I don't know if we'll finish it. Unless, if it's some of these are on the way to the next part of the area, so if that's the case, yeah, I take it. Otherwise, no thank you. No, see, it's backwards. It's backwards, but it's not that far. Damn. This fucking game. It's a C rank. Are we gonna find if C ranks are gonna be too hard for us? Some of these fuckers drop good stuff. Maybe I should see what it gives. What a lame... Dead Brand, what a lame change of name. But isn't that weird though, Moti, how sometimes the things we hear and say stuff mean something different to us than they might mean to someone else? Although it somewhat would have fallen under the same umbrella. Because it's both related to getting fit, right? Oh yeah, did we? Yeah, that's funny. I always have these thoughts and whatnot. I hear this, like, slang and stuff. I always find it really interesting to see where slang, like, came from. This and that. Right? I don't know. I see stuff, and it doesn't make sense, and I think it's stupid and weird and bad and all this and that. But it's so many different things. It would be hard for me to jump to this one. There's so many bridge, because a lot of times I feel like a lot of like cultural like slang is created by multiple, like a combination of things. But I'm gonna put this into like terms of like, I would say like, actually I don't know. There's something that I keep seeing though in like NBA, and whether it be like not necessarily on the court, but like they have this like posing stuff. It's something that's posed, and I've seen other people do it. What is it with people pretending like they're injecting like heroin? And is it supposed to like in a terms like they'll do this, and it's supposed to I don't know if it's some sort of thing with like people in the term use of ice in their veins and being cold-blooded and this and that, but then it's like, are you like injecting, like, 'cause heroin is an expensive drug, so by doing that you're high class because you're injecting a expensive drug into you. Like, I find that to be so, there's so many little things. The different, how people call, like, people style their drip and stuff now, and how I think that just kind of came originally from people and their jewelry, then it being referred to as ice, and then it just, I don't understand it. Like, through the years there's always these weird changes in slang, and I feel like it's always, I feel like things are always influenced by other things. Granted, no one from these generations would ever claim that their shit was influenced by a previous thing, of course not, but like psychology wise, I feel like everything, people have come up with these stupid things. I just don't think I can actually articulate it all into a very understandable topic, but I think about that kind of stuff here and there. Eyes in the veins, D'Angelo Russell. The hand gesture clearly is used when TikTok users are revealing something about themselves, but that's not actually its intended meaning. So yeah, okay, so I've seen this. Okay, the trend originates from a celebration pose that was created by, yes, which means ice in veins, which means that, like, he's so cold-blooded that you can't stop him. He can, I don't, it's something to do with that. Like, so I didn't know D-Russ was the one that created that. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. That's so funny. Sorry, I just read your stupid whack-ass boom diggity. Like, yeah. That's interesting. There's this pose. This pose was titled, in NBA, like, you're able to go to, like, cross walk, like a catwalk, and, like, show off your fashion for, like, to level up your whatever fashion thing in your career, so you can get, like, a fashion deal. Stuff that's all related to NBA, but not actually basketball, right? Stuff that some NBA people go through. They try to recreate that stuff in the career mode. There's a pose where you can do when you're doing that, and it's, what they called it was, what the fuck was it called? It was kind of along the same terms of someone of high class. And I said, what? Is that, why? What? That doesn't even make sense to me. I don't know. And so, but you're saying when TikTok users are revealing something about themselves. I want to understand more on that, because I do understand what the people mean in the basketball term sense. I just don't understand how people are now using that to have it mean something else, and why more people are doing that. Because people have been doing ice and veins for a while, but now I'm starting to see people, like, injecting themselves as opposed to just, like, tapping or, like, this or that. Like, it looks like people are doing, like, the actual upside down hand gesture of a needle having to be, like, it blows my mind when I see that kind of stuff. And it's like, what do you guys, like? It's so stupid. Can we just stick to thumbs up and high fives? Melty, I agree with you, but I gotta believe there is something to it, but because we don't have that mindset, we can't put it together. I love having Landon around, because sometimes I can try to pick his brain, but even then, they don't understand why they do what they do. But sociology, psychology, that stuff says there is a reason, and that's what I'm always so fascinated about, is that finding, because we can't find these answers. That's why I bring it up, and I say I always think about it, because I know I can't find these answers, and a lot of people would just be like, there's no relation, you're stupid, whatever, when I know that's not the case. I'm not saying I'm not stupid, I'm just saying that when it comes to certain, this topic at least, when it comes to some of these things, I think time influences stuff and change, and I'm just always curious of that, like, path. So stupid. That's a bad one, though. Kids shouldn't imitate doing, like, hardcore drugs like that. It is a game of telephone, dude. Yeah, 100%. And, like, through the words that these kids hear, they'll, like, take a little bit from it, but then change this or that because they don't. Oh my god, it's so like the game of telephone. You're absolutely right. That's so funny, man. What a great analogy, or again. God, I had English class, guys. I swear to God, I know things, words and stuff. Whatever. I speak good. Yeah, Dozer does speak good. Melty, are you nervous about Friday? I'd say nervous by, do you think that some of the videos and stuff that we'll be watching is gonna be, how should I say, quote, interesting? I don't think so, but technically you're not the only person linking stuff, so like, are you nervous? Oh, you did? You're crazy, man. Good job. Oh, yeah, definitely for the funny, totally. But I do like that you TOS'd it. Alright, so the fact that you have TOS, that means that you looked at the stuff. You telling me that, there's gotta be stuff there, though, that you know, I don't know if to say that you know that I won't enjoy, but maybe I'm less likely to enjoy. Do you think there's some stuff in there included, maybe? Okay, I'm just gonna come clean with it, because I've already been honest with Amber when most of the stuff. A lot of times when he links stuff for me in TikTok videos and I watch them and I don't find them to be that great, I'm honest with him with it, and he's linked other stuff, and I'm a little bit concerned that he's gonna link other things that I'm not gonna find are gonna be great, and it's, I don't want to be mean. I was gonna head back to do this fight. God, I'm already regretting it. But these are some easy monsters to level up quick through, I think. Put some random shit in there to change up. That's cool. You're into a wholesome married couple. Oh, fuck me. That actually might be interesting. We'll watch whatever, man. I don't care. But if there is any sort of crafting stuff in there, that's pretty cool. Any sort of crafting things, pretty cool. What's being crafted, I mean, that's fine, that's cool. Everything, any sort of, like, the effort people got to put in to make pretty decent stuff, like, that's nothing to bat an eye at, or not to bat. It's impressive. Everything people do is pretty interesting, I think, for the most part. People taking shortcuts, not as interesting, but, you know. Seeing some effort. I like it. Ooh, hell yeah. Ran past it. We're gonna run past the ones we can. So these guys we're gonna keep fighting again and again and again and again. And I'm gonna go in between. Oh god, yes, god. But, you know, like, if we end up running out of stuff and, like, or this or that, or if I'm looking up random stuff, like, you know, there's plenty of things to look at. Like, I might even look up, like, you know, most dangerous stunts done in movies, you know? Like, stuff like that. That could be interesting. There's some unusual memes in there, but they keep getting copyright blocked, so that's... Oh, what do you mean? Like, the video itself's already taken down? So there won't be anything by the time we get to it. That's annoying. Oh shit, let's kill this fucking thing first. The Rakshasa? Actually, no, let's save it last. Because that's our actual target, and it's probably going to be a little bit harder to kill. These things will go down fairly fast, as long as they don't morph. Merging. Nope, killed it before he merged. You know what? If you kill one of them in the middle of merging if one is about to merge with another and that one is at low health, it doesn't matter what health the other one is that he's about to merge with, they both die. How cool is that? feel like I'm explaining slang to Grandma. To me? What are you talking about? What didn't I understand? Oh. Okay. Yeah, then yeah, you would be explaining. Yeah. Training that week, they often get copyright. Do they? Oh, because it's of all these people. That makes sense. I don't know of the videos, so yeah, definitely. And when they do, they just blur out a chunk of the video. Oh, so they don't even... What? So they didn't even take the damn thing down? They just blur out a little bit of it? I would rather them just take it down so I know that that video is now no longer of full quality. It seems a little bit... Because what? We're going to tune into one and it's like all segments are blurred out except two. And it's just like, what? Just take the video down. I can't imagine it's that serious. Probably just one here and there, but that's interesting. And yeah, I don't know the term unusual memes. By that, I actually just meant I took it as a literal sense. And yeah, slang is a confusing thing, especially because of different background, like different social groups that have, you know, they have their own slang that maybe they use that. It's very common to them, but like you're not part of it. They're like 100. Oh damn, they lose all their monetization by now if they pulled everything back out. So it just comes down to the monies. Aren't they just ripping off other people anyways? Like they're using, all they're doing is taking all of the successful content. Yeah, they're taking all of the successful content that people have already approved, they compile it, and then they reship it. Like, that's bootleg. That's the bootlegging. That's about it. Yeah. Oh, that's silly. This world we live in. It's pretty safe to say that, like, because we make these comments about that stuff and like stealing, you know, you're reusing other people's like shit and whatnot. When it comes to video games, like, video game companies like Twitch, right? Because they make these deals with them with the drop system, like all the way that they do drops for their games. Like, I'm under the impression that like video game companies are they really like Twitch. Like, Twitch is great to them. And their business. So what we're doing is not pissing off any of them, I would imagine. I don't know. But Mr. Best has an entire channel for him. Only for him. I think too. Garbage. I'm not a YouTube viewer per se, so I definitely don't know any YouTube personalities or whatnot. I don't know. Oh, is it Beast? Was that supposed to be Beast and that was just a typo? I know him because he's on my stupid. He does fucking ads and shit, and he gets on my shit, and his stuff's always on the front pages. I know who that is. They're always promoting these stupid fucking videos of like, how do I, or like I spent this much money for something on whatever and blah blah blah. It's all about like, it's all about spending money. Then again, I always then question like, do they actually spend this money? Like when they say like, one in particular that came to mind and I just remembered it is something to do with like, anything people put into a certain square they could keep or some shit, and I feel like there's got to be some sort of gimmick. Do they write the shit off as if it's like on their taxes. Do they like, write it off as some, I don't know, like a donation or gift? I wonder what's behind that. Like I don't actually believe that people are, you know, like the old saying, there's no such thing as a free lunch. What is it? Twitch's first year was nearly a disaster, and they continue to tread a fine line. Fair use has had a bit of a revival lately, and the lawyer is willing to fuck lining up around the block. So you're saying that video game companies do not like Twitch? Nintendo, I understand a little bit. Okay, I get that. Which, again, Nintendo is I swear to God, Nintendo is just a special breed. And they're greedy. They're really greedy, and so I imagine that has something to do with greed. But everything usually is involved with greed somehow. So it's got to be more than just that, I would imagine. Who knows? Interesting. And I'll make sure to feel a little bit bad whenever we play on the Nintendo, or whenever we stream it. No, it merged! You fuck! Oh, it's still staggered though. There was a fair use argument used to keep some AAA game from being on Twitch. I forget the game, but the studio didn't want Twitch to spoil the cutscene.
Easy.
I can dig it. I can understand that. You know, there's some of the. For instance, when you play some of the games and it says like, you know, recording is cut out for this, you know, they don't want people to spoil stuff for other people. Those big twists are key for the story sometimes, and for people to like really find the game to be a success or not, right? Like to like it or not. And I can understand people that are just tuning in and they see these cutscenes, like here and there, big moments, and it's like, oh, well, I don't feel like I need to play the game. I've already experienced the story through it, maybe. I don't know. I just read a case where the customer thought we could just cancel their internet for them because it wasn't working. I mean, can you shut it off though? At least in a way. Wait, I don't know. Because it wasn't working. New Rainbow Six game, which is great by the way, but I can't play on my right. I remember the issues, which I'm sorry to hear. Wouldn't let the early reviewers play solo mode because of the cutscene spoilers. Oh, there you go. That's a way to work around it if need be. Why do I have $300 bill? You should have canceled my internet for me. Wait, what? Why? Like you would just cancel it without the what? That's ridiculous. The things that go on in people's minds, like, but that's what's crazy is like to us we think it's so silly and weird, but to them it makes perfect sense, absolutely perfect sense, and they're baffled. So it's just so crazy. Our brains are so crazy. Yeah, yeah. The logic that can sometimes convince even the craziest of us, it's crazy itself. That's nuts. Have you looked and been able to watch a little bit of the Rainbow Six game there, Melty? Like solo mode at least, since you haven't been able to play it yourself. People have the newspaper. This is true. Have you guys ever that was one thing I attempted. I almost was a newspaper delivery person in my late teens, and it would have been a huge mistake, I'm sure of it. The lady, luckily, because my mom just knows everyone, and I have no idea how she knew this lady, but again, my mom's one of those people that just seems like she knows everyone, and somehow when I went to this place and got matched up with a random fucking person, it was someone that my mom knew. This lady basically was like, "You do not want this job. They basically it just screws you. It just screws you." Sorry, thinking of anyone that still has their newspaper delivered, I feel bad for that person doing the delivery. It's not a pleasant. I mean, some people, it's their way of life, and then they, you know, they're always up early, and they, some couples, some old couples were doing it as like they wake up together, they go driving around delivering it, like that's not bad. That actually sounds kind of nice. When you have someone to do it with, like someone like that sounds not bad. But for like just like a teenage, it was rough. The fact that you would have to ask for the money and stuff, even though you would have to fork up money up front to pay for whatever, but then it was up to us to get paid on the other end. Like that was the biggest deal breaker there. So Monty, we're talking on the whole free fair use stuff, right? See some big changes coming to Twitch in the future. Maybe on more than just like, let's say, watching TV shows and streaming services, but maybe more along the lines of the video games too. See some big changes coming. Used to be a crack paper. Oh my god, dude! No way! No way! Was it rough? I imagine it was rough. Was it rough? Oh, nice. Just talking about the video game, guys. Talking about the video game. Talking about the video game. Had me there for a second there, pal. You had me for a second there, buddy. You did, though. What first got me was the bike. Then I thought, like, oh, he was young when he did it. And then I read more. Like, oh, never mind. God damn it. This area had just had us go all the way to one spot, just for a cutscene that would tell us to go all the way back. This area did suck. Chad wasn't kidding. This part sucked. Up until now, up until this point, the story has done a really good job at just kind of staying on track and being good. Kaiser Behemoth? No Behemoths. I'm not into it. They have the fucking Sunder that can just one-shot us all. We're just gonna move on to the next area. NFT and Metaverse survives this initial hatred. It will make fair use in night. What's NFT stand for? And I understand with the whole metaverse, all the people that are doing that stuff right now. I wouldn't know what that is then. Alright, sorry I asked. There's a potential of everyone just taking all of these. That's fucking funny. That you're right. That's interesting. That was yeah. Ready Player One shouldn't have been a thing, right? Because you can't. All those licensing, there were just so many from all different, backgrounds. And so you think that if people get away with what they're doing now, then it's just going to continue to get worse and worse. And so someone needs to put a foot down and make some serious changes. Otherwise, we're headed towards people just straight up taking identities that are clearly copywritten, or not even identities, but you know what I mean. It's like everything. I was thinking of Ready Player One. Yeah. I'm just so surprised that this is even happening. That people, like, were watching brand new episodes and, like, debut episodes of this or that. Like, I understand people will watch clips and maybe a little bit of this and that, but I was under the impression that people were watching, like, old content, reviewing stuff that, people maybe have already seen, or if they hadn't seen, then this is them shining light on it, because otherwise they wouldn't have had said light shined on it. This is not the right way. It's that one, and I almost fell for it again. Deeper we go into this fog, there's hella behemoths. Cool. Nice little tuck. I just don't think it shows very much integrity. Anyone that willingly does, is doing that knowing, I don't know. It's so much from it, but whatever. Whatever. I don't know. Just the other day we were playing music. We're no good either, but fuck. I feel like there's a limit, and that's where I think that integrity comes in, is when there's a certain much like, oh no, we can't do that. Oh god, I forgot about this moment. These two fuckers. This is a fight you really want to get around. Please tell me we got a Decepticol. We got a Decepticol! Let's save before we use it. They might not be able to see us because they're so focused on their fight, but they're running around, and I'm afraid they're going to get us. Hey, that's a good point there. That's a good point there, Melty. Thank goodness we were able to get away without using our Decepticol. Progress has been made. Even though we're nearing the end of the day. Holy fuck, we did spend all day in Grand Pulse.
There's a way through here.
And there was so much more to do here. This area you could have spent days in. Days. The streamers out there that I feel like maybe watch like an episode once a week on something because they know their fan base really loves it. Not a good thing. I don't think that they're not necessarily showing integrity. Like I said, I think there's a certain limit. And then once you're just crossing that limit, it just kind of shows that you have like no integrity. But it's the fuckers that are like going through like entire, just like their whole stream is just like, okay, well, we're watching this show. And everyone's just tuning in to watch the show with them. And it's just like every freaking episode, they just go through it all, the entire series, every bit of content of it. That I don't know. That I think is too much, too far. Then again, if we were gonna get in trouble for doing what we're doing right now, playing these games, I wouldn't be here. 50% at best. He said that because of all the cutscenes and the big whatever. Funny joke. Funny joke. We got the movies too. We should watch the movies and pretend like we're playing the games. No. You know, I get with video games you're not getting the same experience. Sometimes you're not getting a great experience. Sometimes some people, let's say they're playing a game they hate, and they're just not playing it well, right? Kind of like, let's say as someone that let's say someone that's playing a Final Fantasy game and doesn't care to go open any sort of treasure chests or items, or doesn't look to seek out anything more so than just doing the story. You're doing it wrong, buddy. Playing the game wrong. Don't do that. But I forgot my train of thought. Fuck. So not every experience is a great one. When it comes to movies, you're getting the same experience. When you come to shows, it's the same experience. Everyone's seeing the same thing. A lot of video games. Yeah. Hey, depending on video game, people experience very different things when they see it. Sometimes. Forgot my train of thought. Yeah.
Well, I guess this is right.
Nothing's clear in my head, man. Nothing is clear in my head. All foggy. Oh no, we got enemies. Ah! Because dude is here. He's in the way of my fucking... Damn it. Dude, you suck. Yeah, you suck. Nah, it's okay, I love you. What? My dog, dude loves me. We're great pals. Lucy. Get your fucking mouth. Lie. And my face was right next to his. He has bit me before though. He's bit me a couple times. But he knew what he did right after he did it. And I didn't like, he necessarily wasn't punished for it. He knew what he did when he did it. But then again, I was taunting him, so that's on my end, right? We reap what we sow. He knows how to do it. Obviously.
Thanks.
It's crazy how loud he gets, though, right? I was looking to see if the audio was getting picked, if it was picking it up. Yeah, it was. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. A new weapon that we probably won't be using. I am a little bit curious on what it does, though. All of these weapons are somewhat different than their others. The different weapon choices are kind of like based off the way that you want to play. Real sad, but I'd for sure send the clip down, you know? If I got 8 on stream. That'd be cool. I can make the top. You're telling me someone else can make money off of my misery. And okay. We're not gonna use it. We're still using our Gladius. Still gonna use the Gladius. But now we finally have a change of environment, and I'm digging that. I was getting tired of Grand Pulse. Tired of it. Oh shit, actually this part reminds me. It's there's a part here. It was in the quick video where it previewed Grand Pulse for us. There's this like ball with spikes on it, like creating these pathways that we're walking through, and I'm pretty sure we have to fucking fight it or ride it. Fuck it, fight it, or ride it. One of those two. One of those two. So the word choice of unusual memes. Like, is there a usual meme? I'm confused by that. Aren't memes typically stuff that happens in an unusual sense? And that's why it becomes a meme. Is it an oxymoron? Is it supposed to be a joke in that sense? Like the word choice? I'm just curious of the creators of the who decided to name that. I'm just wondering. No way. Thanks for hanging out, Moti. I'll catch you tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good night with your family. Trying to hit another part in the story, guys. I wanna reach like the next kind of moment in time with the story, and then we'll get a save. I'm happy enough that we were out of Grand Pulse, so tomorrow when we jump on this, we'll be beyond where we just were. Enemies aren't our struggle at this moment. This isn't an issue at all. I know I'm doing this diversity and we could have killed them a lot quicker, but even so, earlier, before we did any sort of leveling, when we first got to Grand Pulse, shit was like, even the basic enemies that you should be able to survive with maybe the diversity paradigm, or it just wasn't happening. It was tough. It was real tough. That's progression. This is something though. Let's look over here before we move on. Got a little enemies here. Rubicons. Cryohedrons. Nice.
Thanks.
Oh, fucker. Fucker's gonna blow. So, their dice are their bombs in this. Killed Hope! They killed the kid! The boy is dead! The boy is dead! Nah, he's fine. He's fine. Oof. There's something back there that I want. There's definitely something back there that I want. Fast. Damn, I was foolish. I shouldn't have done it. We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Wide open. Wide open.
What kind of magic is ruined? It seems to be like an arcane magic. Maybe that's what I'm... yeah. Look at the... there's like this rainbow that appears. Very cool. I haven't really paid too much attention to that, really. I've been throwing it, and it's the magic for a... oh, fuck. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead, so... Oh, the fucker got staggered? We actually might survive this because we can kill it before. Kill it before it self-destructs, and that means that Hope has time to bring its ass. Righteous. That looked a lot worse than I thought. Why isn't he bringing up the guy? Does he not have res? As a medic, does Hope not have res? What the fuck? We even use him as our medic and the kid doesn't even know how to raise someone? Bonkers. Alright, there better be something beyond this way. That's to be something. More enemies? Get the hell out of town. Someone's telling me this is actually going to be the proper way to go. Someone's telling me this is going to be the proper way to go, and it's not actually something hidden down here, but more so just another path. There is certainly something over there. I don't want to skip this area, and now we're already having to reface monsters we already faced. So let's go to the actual marker. Watch them tell us. I wouldn't be surprised. We're going to hit this marker. They're going to tell us to go down this path that we were already about to head down. Don't blow! He's gonna blow! Yeah, he killed the kid again. We survived. Survive. Would you look at that? Is this our... That's a new... like an accordion type monster.
Not gonna be lonely.
Tell me we're gonna want to kill the big guy ASAP, but maybe not. Let's take out these little ones first. Version upgrade, shut down. Yo, that's what they do. That version upgrade is nasty. Now he's gonna be a pain. Oh my god, did that fucker just summon more? That is why he's an issue. He just summoned 3 more. Let's retry this battle, and we take out that guy first. Actually, before you can even summon, what we should do is we should do that double synergy. Get through this group. Get through this group, for sure. Then we'll focus the big man down. I wonder if he starts summoning once. I don't know. I don't know what got him to start summoning.
Thanks.
They're like all buffing up too. That's hilarious. Relentless Assault. Let's fuck him up. Because we need to get this boxed phalanx to stagger. Oh my god, he died already? We're screwed. No, hope kid. Heal the kid. Knocked him down again. They brought him down again, dude. Those fuckers are annoying. Those fuckers are getting real annoying with that. How is it that you can't take the damage? Now we're... This shit again. Alright, we're gonna summon. We'll finish these guys off with Odin. At least that's what's great with the summons. When stuff gets bad, it's a reason to use them. Mainly because they will heal up everyone. At the end of it, at the end of the summon use, everyone comes back fresh. That's kind of the coolest part of the summon. If not, you know, its own purpose being really cool and destroying shit. Being able to come back from it is dope. And this fucker's about to get staggered, so we can finish him off. Actually, we might finish him off before he staggers. In the moment, I think, of the stagger. Might not even have to hit just alt mode. Nice. Hell yeah, that was a pain. This is where that thing appears. Maybe not.
A Grand Pulse Fal'Cie made this path.
That's what that was.
I bet it's off digging more tunnels right now.
They seem different from all the Fal'Cie we've seen on Cocoon, you know?
Yeah, they're
It's
more
they
like
just plow
free.
through, without caring what happens around them.
That's true.
Oh.
Then again, we were able to build our village on land cleared by Fal'Cie. We lived alongside them, just like you do on Cocoon.
Oh yeah, this is just like Cocoon.
In a world this big, who knows what we'll find?
Wait, I'd see it. The stuff we have found is already really weird. Especially since there clearly was civilization here. All this broken down equipment, all this and that, like...
Forward march?
Forward march. Let's level up ourselves. Before we do that, let's look in our data log and see where we are. See, we're in chapter 11 now. We can get through chapter 11 tomorrow, on to chapter 12. There's, oh, I don't know if we can do 2 in one day. I know we're going to end up getting real close to the end and having to finish it up on Monday, I just know. Not a big deal. See if we can finish off one of these. I don't think yet, but we're gonna get close. Ooh, we're getting close. We won't hit it. So close. an addition to the ATB gauge is always, that's really cool. She's got D-Protect and D-Shell now. That makes her basically just as useful as a Saboteur as, like, she basically do everything Vanille can do and more. That's right. Raja. Alright, getting there. Getting there. Almost finishing off their tier 4. Their fourth tier. I guess we're level 3. This is actually technically the 4th level. Once you complete it, it becomes level 4. I want to say, yeah, I want to say once you get that final crystal at the end, then you bump up. Then it says you're level 4. So that'd be good, because Chad reminded us that level 5 unlocks after you beat the game, but once you get to level 4 for them, that's pretty much max. So we know that once we hit that with these, we can focus on some of those secondary classes, and we know we're nearing the end. Anything cool that we picked up that I might want to equip? Increase the odds of obtaining items. That's pretty cool, considering I kind of wanted to use some. I wish this game would drop more items. Sure. This. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I don't know. And it refills. All right, whatever. See if any other ones give him an extra boost to a certain ability. Ah, good. That's fine. See if we have any credits we can sell. It's got to be some way to make some money right now. Nope. That's no good. Where's her weapon? There it is, Gladius. Still waiting for this different look on this thing. Bomb core, that's worth a lot. Fuck it. Anything to get us a few thousand more. I want to say at maybe level 25 is when they allow us to evolve our weapon. Maybe not. But I want to hit it, make sure. Running out of anything worth a damn. Oh, I was wrong. Still no, man. When the hell do we get to evolve it? They mentioned that, you know, level it up enough and then it'll evolve and get a different look, but I was expecting every like 5-10 levels maybe something, and we've been playing with the same sword the entire game. As we've mentioned in negative sense, I gotta believe that the Final Fantasy XIII's like weapon and accessory system, not the strongest. Not the strongest. I still find number 9 to probably have the strongest because they make every item useful, even ones that are lesser than. They still give you reason to use them and equip them here and there. This where it's like most of your weapons you never even see or re-equipped, or it is what it is. But that's a bummer because I expect a little bit more with the weapons in them. Okay. No big deal. Alright guys, we're gonna end the stream today here. Tomorrow we're gonna pick up right here and see where else we go. Get more of lightning story. Today's been a fun day. I appreciate everyone stopping in and hanging out with me. It's been real great. Today was a real fun day. I had a blast. So hopefully throughout the week we can continue having things be fun. Never mind. Hey Tess, yeah, thank you so much. I remind you guys, Friday we'll be watching some videos and stuff. Yeah. We'll pick up on Final Fantasy next week. But, yeah. As for now, hopefully you guys all have a really good night, and thanks for hanging out. Tess, thanks for hanging out. Have a good day. Have a good rest of the night. I don't know if you're still